explain something to you. I'm going to give you a certain program. Since 1990, in the United States of America, under one program, they have killed 12 million black people. How can they kill 12 million black people? We would have noticed. Hell, you don't even know the nigga that live down the street from you. You gonna notice something. Especially in a larger city, you don't want to know too many people. They be casing the joint. Put the gun to your head. Right? Let me explain this to you. In Atlanta, Georgia, since 1990, it's going on around the country, but I'm going to tell you, in Atlanta, Georgia, they closed down 15 projects. 15 projects. Now, you know a project, and they're even bigger up here because the high-rise, but a project can hold what? How many people can be in one project complex? Tell me. How many?
About 6,500 people.
6,500 people, and that's the people that's counted for. They ain't the people that's living in the damn shit illegal. Everybody's white. So they come in and they close down 15 projects in Atlanta, Georgia since 1990. They didn't build no none. Look at this now. Let's do the math on this. They didn't build no new projects. And if you're in the projects, it's more than likely you don't have money for rent. Where did the people go? People disappeared off the face of the earth. They have a railroad track that runs straight through downtown. It separates the black side of town from the white side of town. They got that in every city. You're going to find that out. They got a railroad track that separates the black side of town to the white side of town. Although you got what black people live on the white side of town, but we talk about the boat of the black. There's always a railroad track. I don't give a damn what city you go into. In New York City, it's the subway system. Either way, they got to separate because you're on a reservation. So on Northside Drive, they got a railroad track that separates the black side of town from the white side of town. And on this railroad track, they have, on Marietta Street, they have this particular, it's an industrial type field. Anytime you see something with industrial warehouses and they got like, they'll show coal and stuff or some type of stuff industrial. You say, oh, that's industrial stuff. That's where they take you and they come in and they put you on these trains and they ship you off to concentration camps. Now let me show you this. In Atlanta, Georgia, they closed down 15 projects. They put these people on these trains up on Marietta Street. Now I ain't telling you, this is no theory. I'm talking about people that come to my lecture and say, yeah, I'm missing a father. Yeah, I didn't know. I'm missing people. You see what I'm saying? So now, they put you on these trains. Y'all all right? Is this boring you? No. All right. We got to get into this first before we get into the science. Because we winning this war. They're just scared. That's why they result in these drastic measures. Anyway, they put you on these trains and they ship you out. So as a result, I've gone all up the East Coast and people saying, yeah, they closed down this project here and we don't know where the people went. I was in Columbia, South Carolina 2 weeks ago, and they had this big project in Columbia. They closed it down and nobody knew where the people went. So what they do is they'll put you on these, they will close down these projects and they put you on these trains and they ship you out. They ship you out to these factories. And in these factories, what they do is they crush your body into pieces and they make melatonin pills out of it. So the melatonin pills, if you look on some of the bottles, they tell you crush pineal glands. Right, so what they do is this. They crush you up and make melatonin pills out of you. The excess meat that they don't use, because they take the most melanated parts of the body. The other excess meat that they don't use, they crush up and they ship that meat to basically McDonald's and ground beef. It's mainly in ground beef. Then you understand why Jack in the Box and all them started coming down with E. coli. Why is E. coli big now? You would feel that E. coli, they've been eating, white man been eating cows and be eating meat since he been living. Why is E. coli and all that kind of stuff bad now? Because remember now, cows and all that eat grass. They're vegetarians. The most toxic body on the planet is the human body. So therefore, it means it has got to be, when they grind it up, they got to sell it faster, because they can't preserve it because it has so many toxins in it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's got hog in it, it's got shit, it's got everything in it, it's got everything else. They eat everything else. You understand where I'm coming from? Right. So the bulk of the meat that they don't use for melatonin pills, they grind that up in ground beef, and that's why McDonald's in them where you can get 2 double cheeseburgers. 2 double cheeseburgers for damn 99 cents. French fries and damn. You see what I'm saying? So now, they crush those up and they make melatonin pills out of it. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's happening to these particular people. Now, you probably know projects and you know people that's closed down here because it's all up and down the East Coast. Since 1990, now this is not talking about crack, this is not talking about AIDS, this is not talking about gang warfare, this is talking about basically the melatonin program. They have killed 12 million black people. Now, how can a person kill 12 million black people and you don't know this? Let me explain something to you, how they do this. And I talked about this earlier when we were sitting around. First of all, when they do the census, first of all, they came out the census in 1970 and said they got 30 million black people. I be damned if a cracker came on TV last week saying we got 30 million black people. That means that you ain't produced nothing in damn 25 years. 27 years. So, I don't know, but it seems like every time a black woman breathes hard, she got a baby on her arm. So, I don't know what the hell they talking about. You see what I'm saying? We got more babies than anybody. The key is that they can take the statistics and keep you at a low rate, 30, 40,000. And you got 60 or 70,000. That means that they got about 30 or 40,000 people that they can literally kill, and you'll never miss them. Because you've already drilled in your damn psyche that you're the minority. See what I'm saying? So this is the reason why. There's about 80 million, 80 million, it was 30 million, they say 30 million, 40 million now. It's about 80 million black people, it was about 80 million black people in the United States. So if they take 12 million out, psychologically you won't even miss the difference. Because there's no such thing as a black community anymore. You just live in the community with black people, but you don't know the mass of the people in your community. You just know the people in your clique. So therefore you can't be missed. Another thing is the majority of the people that they actually hearted off in here is your quote-unquote underclass, people that you don't want to know. Miss Sally Mae and her boy Bubba. See what I'm saying? Them the niggas that you done abandoned. People you tried to get away from the last 20 years. So if anything happened to these so-called quote-unquote underclass, you wouldn't know with no way because you don't live in the projects no more. Don't want shit to do with them. So therefore, they are vulnerable for your alienation from your own black brothers and sisters. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't talk the talk and walk the walk and wear the same damn clothes you wear. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the other people, going into this, the other people that's not vulnerable, they can take the people out of the projects and crush them up into melatonin and stuff because nobody wants to deal with the project people. Whereas if they was to come and snatch you with your suit and tie on, or you conscious people with your dreadlocks, you have signs out talking about, yeah, this person is missing. But they still snatch you. So what they do now, when they snatch you, they just replace you. They just